Ah, the NES. Probably the single greatest video game console in gaming history. It revolutionized home consoles and pretty much revitalized the video game industry following the famous crash of 1983. The graphics and gameplay were miles better than anything I have ever seen from a home console. Who could forget such classics like Super Mario Bros., Contra, The Legend of Zelda, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! It actually felt like I was playing a real arcade game. The NES was released in North America in 1985, which included 18 launch titles, now known as black box games. We all remember some of these games. Super Mario Bros., Duck Hunt, Gyromite, Excitebike, to name a few. Over 800 games were released for the NES between 1985 and 1995. What you're seeing here is the very last game released for the console. Sunday Funday for the Nintendo Entertainment System. You know the saying, save the best for last? Well, that definitely does not apply here. Sunday Funday is an unlicensed Christian-based game released by Wisdom Tree in 1995. You fight bullies, clowns, and businessmen while trying to get to the next level. Your ultimate goal is to get your ass to Sunday school. It's a basic action platformer, but the lousy hit detection and broken controls make this game almost unplayable. Seriously, I cannot do it justice. I challenge you to try and play this game without throwing out 1,000 fuck bombs. If you haven't broken anything within the first 5 minutes of playing it, then you have more patience than I do. The worst part is this game is a ripped-off version of Menace Beach, released by Color Dreams in 1990. It's basically the same game with minor programming changes. Instead of trying to get to Sunday school, you are trying to rescue your girlfriend who loses pieces of her clothing in between each level. Seriously, look, her clothing is rotting off. Bullies and businessmen are replaced by Elvis imposters and ninjas. But don't worry, the same lousy hit detection and broken-ass controls are still there. Okay, so all that being said, let's talk about the value. Loose carts can be bought for around 80 bucks, complete copies around $120, and new sealed copies around $160. Okay, I know I just got done shitting all over this game, but I definitely recommend this for your collection. The NES library has its share of shitty games, and this one is no exception. But this game is special. It represents the end of arguably the greatest video game console ever made. Trust me, it could be worse. But not by much. Well, that about wraps things up. A. Drumas at Retro Carts and More. See ya!